Hallelujah! How's it going? My name is Blessious, and I'd like to welcome you to another Bless Does PvE! Was that dramatic enough? Before we go into that PvE, I'd like to show you my new Night Stalker Hunter. I like to say Tron meets Han Solo on this thing. So, I said it before, when I played on my Hunter, I never really played Night Stalker. And I finally got gear that's more disciplined, strength, eccentric, so I could get all those wombo combos a-going. And I think it looked good. So what we're gonna do is play the Taken War mission playlist story, and heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers and more aggressive. Specialist, special weapon damage is favored. And also chaff, radar is disabled. End it. Oh, geez, is this the mission where we kill freaking Oryx? Okay. Oh, definitely is Regicide. Oh, man. I rarely visit the Dreadnought, man. And I remember, at first I was excited about it. And then I just was like, man, this is too gloomy for me. And after farming all the Healament fragments that you need for like the exotic sword and touch of malice, and not to mention all the freaking calcified fragments, I rarely, I never want to come back here. Alright, we gotta go through the hole, and Mr. Knight over here just spawns. Okay, I see a bunch of them just walking out of nothing. I just went, a lot of people might say, oh, bless, you get carried a lot. And that used to bother me until I realized I don't care. I really don't, because, well, I don't know. I don't take this game too seriously anymore. It's all about the fun, man. If you're not having fun, who cares? And if I happen to have a group of friends that may be more talented than me and help me go through, that's what a fire team's all about. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about winning. It's about fun.
These guys are kicking my butt. But this Hawksaw I have, it's actually pretty badass for, I like to use it both for PvE and PvP because it's handy. There's no burn, so I'm not going to whip out, you know, like a Fatebringer or anything like that. But this thing has Head Seeker on it and great stability. Oh my gosh. I forgot how much I actually adore Head Seeker. I had this Hopscotch Pilgrim that I like rolled and rolled and rolled until I got like the perfect roll, and it had great stability and had Head Seeker. I believe like the third roll was either like, I forget what it was. It might have been just Third Eye or something, but I loved it. I love that thing to pieces. And I know it's not the same archetype, but this gun definitely reminds me of the good old pure days of year one. Oh, that's not a sniper. That's a found verdict. Okay, now we can hop on through. All right, that moment when it spits us out at the way to go. I never understood that. It technically kind of spits us out, if I remember, the way to go to Alakul. Am I right? Yes, 110%. I don't understand that. We could have went a total different way without going through that. Wow, that's weird. I'm sure I realized that before, but this is really messing with me because at this point in time, I played way more strikes than story missions. And it's been a long time since I played Regicide. Probably like the first time in 2017, let alone technical year 3 of Destiny. Oh man, look at all you guys. You guys are cute. That's why I'm gonna... No, I want the Gallahorn. Thank you. That's also crazy. I'm using the Gallahorn in this, and definitely the first time I used Gallahorn, and definitely a Taken King mission, right? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I know last time I did a PvE video, I used it, but that was... Apparently that video, it was the title, Man Fails Repeatedly at Story Missions. It was for the Murmur fusion rifle mission? The Murmur was a fusion rifle in year 1 that you could switch its elemental primary. Definitely kind of cool. I don't know why they never brought like Murmur to year 3. I think that would be kind of cool to get at least something like that. I don't know. I hope in Destiny 2 there's something like that. I don't know. I definitely do like the idea of elements, but if it went away in year 2 or Destiny 2, I wouldn't be too upset. But it does make strikes fun, knowing that, hey, you can like burn people down, or it creates a challenge that, hey, if you have something like Bosick, and it's, you know, Void Burn, Bosick is gonna just destroy your butt. Not Bosick, but the dude Kovic from that one new strike, where like you're at like the missile silo. I forget the name of it. Oh, hi, Oryx. How you doing? Oh, yeah. This is the dude that was using those Thagamizers. That moment when Thagamizers came out in year 3, but they were on this dude in year 2. Okay. I never meant to stagger you so much with the Hawksaw, mister. Oh, is someone doing that annoying freaking shield thing? That moment, I definitely should have went with the sniper rifle. Oh well. Great some challenge for Oryx. No, I definitely need to go with the sniper rifle. I didn't think you're gonna be so weak, Mr. Fogath Jr. There we go. Nice job. Dude's just chilling at me. Like, he's charging at- What? Leave me alone. I've never seen that animation before on a freaking Cabal. What is that? All right, adios, amigo. Up. Yes. You might be enraged, but you're tethered, and you're running right out of that tether. That's not cool, dudes. I never understood why their hitbox, like their crit point for the new Vex, well, taken Vex, were their eyes. I mean, I think the thing that made Vex so initially challenging was it took you a while to discover that they were weakest at, like, you know, gee, stop charging at me. They're weakest at their stomach. So I never understood why they changed that. Maybe, like, some of the feedback that they got was, it was just too weird for them. That moment when you realize it's specialist and I can really down people easier with special ammo. Oh man, I remember the first time I completed Regicide. I was actually quite intimidated by it. Because I remember it took me a little bit. I beat it the first day, probably within the first 6 hours. But I went through and I was taking my time. Maybe it didn't take me 6 hours. Maybe it took me a little bit longer than that. It definitely took me a little bit longer to take care of everyone. And fun fact, over there is where we first come in for the Dreadnought mission. Like, that's where we walk over and over there, and that's the entranceway. So this whole time, we could, if we could break our spaceship in, we could have just went right here and kill him. All right, I'm sorry, Mr. Cabal. Enjoy that. So over here, I believe, over here is Nacris, and maybe, just maybe, this dude is a new boss in Destiny 2. Maybe Destiny 3. Anyway, he's a big bad boy. And now definitely one of the coolest segments in Destiny history. Definitely something very cool right there. That's a cool idea. Oh, what's going on, Oryx? It's weird not seeing Oryx as a big guy smashing totems. Do you ever think that Oryx could technically win that raid boss fight if he just went around smashing people and didn't limit himself to smashing on the totems? That's something I definitely wonder about myself. Oh, that moment when he's just consuming light. I'm just over here just letting him do it. I'll tell you what, he is definitely probably the coolest designed enemy in this game. I know he's a big bad boy and they probably put most of their efforts into this. Definitely a badass looking character. I love the fact he has dragon wings. Dragon wings are cool. Also, what is this thing? I bet this thing was going to be used for something, but is this like how he initially got into his throne world, I wonder? I don't know. That moment when I'm just like walking around and I have no idea where this dude is at. Damn it, I'm out of special ammo. It's specialist. Well, that sucks. All right, before you drain my light, I definitely don't want you to. Also, why are you so dramatic when I stagger you? You have to throw your sword in the air. I don't understand it, but you catch it gracefully, I have to say, man. That moment where all I want is special ammo. Grasp of the King. Did you talk about Grasp of Malak? You know what? The Taken King definitely was a huge right step in direction for Destiny, and I'm really excited to see where Destiny 2 goes. And I really just want to tether you, sir. Why am I calling Oryx sir, man? That's weird as hell. Is he a girl? Is he a man? He was originally a female. Orash. Alright, you guys are gonna go down because I'm almost dead. Oh, baby. Specialist is ready. You are not gonna take my light down. I'm not gonna let you, big boy. Your boys aren't gonna be able to do much through that wombo combo. I do have to say, he has a beautiful view out here. Look at the space magic. Just... Oh, okay. Too bad I got specialist and you're going down, big boy. Oh, you are lucky. That moment when you're not gonna be able to bring that sword in here. Or maybe you can. I don't know. You can send in your minotaurs and all that good stuff. But you're never gonna beat me, man. Alright, he's coming in. Boop. 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 And So guys, that was some PvE for you. I know some people really enjoyed just like the non-PvP stuff, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. By the way, guys, why don't you follow me on Twitter at Blessious Plays. If I ever need to borrow an account for a weapon, that's where I'm gonna ask. And maybe, just maybe, I'll do some giveaways over there. Also, click the link in the iCard right there, and also in the description for yesterday's double upload. It's something that you might enjoy. Until next time, guys, Cowabunga!